We are lonesome animals that spend all our life trying to be less lonesome. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. Gross. This place stinks. Don't flinch away from this. It's your moment. You need to focus. Clothes make you look unnaked. A plan is all you need. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon. but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. It's a little feisty and tough critter, a perfect fit for a live ammunition, if you ask him. Getting out the tin can? The grease monkey's mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Playtime is over. Now this is what you could call a more rider. Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. Let's see. This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be. Claims he goes after the most dangerous game, huge monsters. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss. Claims he mostly kills whoever he doesn't like. Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones. Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short. Thinks that it all hangs on the tree of life. When it started to fail, everything changed. Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter. Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big. There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes. Says you stick to the hunting and shots present themselves later. Moog says you should go hunt for squips in the cave he gave you directions to. You'll get another chance to shout someday. Let's pocket that. Wait, it's the script hole-up. Place is just filled with critters. Fist-to-face. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. Heroes inspire in a way nothing else can. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Now you're ready to ventilate your foes. Look at... Skronky Stomper. Keep those stompers on the straight and narrow. Crack open that tin can and escape. This box once tailed a chugger-chugger. Now it's just off track. He says that's enough scrips to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. It's not his cleanest invention so far, but it gets the job done. Use it to suck up gooey oil puddles in the Mekton's way so you can pass. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now. Otherwise, he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. He asks you to not even think about taking on the Jumbo Puff on foot. You'll need the Mekton to do the job. Take his word for it. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to equip the Mekton with on your own. He's sure you remember enough of what he taught you about upcycling to fit some skronky gear to the Mekton on your own. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says the Pichu tribe is known for its style. Says word is you've done some good in the past. Has plenty to do, so no worries. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Understands you have things to do. This is all about you. Whether you succeed or fail, it's on you. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. Bangarang! A punch crunch. Play! Don't you just love the smell of burning black juice? See what this thing can do. You the Prowler. Someday you'll be able to do that, but it's not today. Everyone's going to hear you coming. Back to sneaking around. Time to do it on your own. Put one robot foot in front of the other. Everyone should have one of these. Itchy trigger finger. Take matters back into your own hands. Keep your feet beneath you. All fired up. Bang Shelter 7C should have been stated right there in toxanol lettering. The oil claimed this land a long time ago. You wear those well. There's so much you could build. Someone's going to get hurt. Altitude can't stop you. It's Skypook Outpost. The Ankati tribe blew life into that ages ago. Thinks you might want to find a place to rest. Night's coming fast. Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. It's another motor juice station running on empty. There are places up ahead far worse than this. This place is called Puffduff Bluff. Boom bangs around here. This little fellow feels the world's on the edge of blowing itself up. He feels it's inspiring to see someone out there still banging away at it. Figures as long as the green keeps flowing, he doesn't care where it comes from. Thinks you've built yourself up into a walking arsenal. He can't wait to see what you do with all that gunpowder. Save the world or help it go kaboom. Says that even boom makers can do some good if they make the right things explode. Just think about the tinks you can destroy with earth-shattering kabooms. What happens next depends on what you blow up. Says that life's kind of like a fuse. Sometimes it does just what you expect, and other times it catches you by surprise. Be careful with what you light up. That's just what someone says right before they blow it. Thought the world was kaboomed, but it looks like something might be growing in its crater. Wonders why you put so much work into making things safer. Can't see why you'd join up with the Myriad. They go around cutting his fuses short. Only way to improve things is to flatten them. But enough about you. Says his Muma Grandiosa taught him the secret source of making ammunition. And now that there's an endless need for bangs, business is booming. He was born during the baby boom back in the days, and he was so interested in the family business, he even got nicknamed Boom. He'll take the family secret with him to the grave, which could be any day now, with the world ending and all. Says they really do come in handy for making a point, and a hole too. Of course he doesn't want it, but if the world goes under, he hopes it goes with a bang. But before that, he wants to make the best of the time he's got. Boom says he's always looking for ingredients for ammunition. He has enough sulfur, but he can never get too much charcoal, so if you'll get him some of that, he'll make boom-sploding gunpowder just for you. Thinks you're the straightest shooter he's ever met.
Light! Instant instantly banishes dark.
How much light do you really need?
All the light, all of it!
I mean, you could leave a little space for the dark.
All the light.
Let's see. Let's see. Stories only survive if someone is listening, so pay attention. Let's see.
Fairy tale Aurugu Wavu
Cautions you that they're aware you're allied to another tribe.
Zhao Ji
Hopes you're selling too. They're always looking to replenish their store.
Tolenea Su
He'll let you in just this once. Complains that some are just holed up and waiting for the tree of life to topple over. Their pal Gulp built a floating raft with a bar in it. He just sits there all day getting blitzed on radium syrup. Says they don't know, but you'd have to find it first anyhow. Believes Gulp's bar is in the part of the goo shore called the Surfipelago. It has the best surfing around. Look for the waves. And when you're done surfing the goo, join Gulp for a drink. Says Gulp's always a good bar buddy. Peddler is eager for you to have a look at the ware. Says the place hasn't been doing as much business lately, so there's plenty for you to choose from. Wasn't too bad a deal, was it? That worked out. Shopkeep. Maybe get rid of some extra things? Shopping accomplished. A pleasure do business. Asks you to check out the wares, confident you'll find everything you need here. Says this is the go-to place if you like a good deal. Sharp dealing. Shopkeeper claims you won't be able to find better goods anywhere else. Says they're known for their high-quality goods. Worth thinking about. Says that there's always room with the Ankati for those ready to breathe deep. Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for rest and recovery, when day can become night, and the other way around. Let's see. Take a moment to absorb the day. A plank place like this is a fire trap. That's an odd thing, don't you think? Let's see. You've located the village of Hubbledon. Offers you extraordinary prices for... Says they've got the best deals anywhere. The world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Says if you find the Subnautica station, be sure to look for Goop and say hi.
One son.
Boom says he's maybe the only one profiting from the way the world is burning. He's happy to put the charcoal from the scorched earth to good use. Boom says his speciality is homemade saltpeter, which he makes from a dung mix his friend Moog makes for him. Collecting the various dung that makes up the special Boom Poo blend is an expedition, though, so Moog isn't giving it up for free. However, you shouldn't need to part with too much green to buy the brown from Moog for him. Boom promises he'll make it worthwhile. Says it takes a little stink to make a big bang. Boom welcomes you back on his terms. Wonders if Whizz's octopod can crack the Merkpuff shell. Seems surprised you have to go. Boom welcomes you back on his terms. Boom says he told you not to come back without getting your hands on some Boom Poo from Moog. Boom welcomes you back on his terms. Asks if you're looking for Goop. Says he's slick and loves the goo. Glad to see you stopped keeping to... Wouldn't... Boom welcomes you back. So...
Etchinie. Tudu Baba.
Moog asks if you know the first rule of monster haunting. It's to go where the monsters are. To haunt, you must know the grounds of your prey.
Interbadanj. Uvein.
Few monsters warrant the fear we have for them, and you don't look like someone that's easily scared. You could help him out.
Wuxa u interbadangali. Uvein.
Start with one monster and take it from there. Spot its tracks and report back. Also, bring back any poo you find. His friend Boom has a nose, and a use for that. Says you seem to have decided the kind of haunter you need to be. The village of Blubbermud, which is maybe as messy as it sounds. Sound seems to travel farther at night. Grab on tight.
Maluala, loa eguahish enkum,
Offers you extraordinary price.
auzak nu.
Hopes your custom is worthwhile. Would be disappointing. Let's strike a deal. A good deal. Done and done. the bright time is the right time to start your day. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land. Sometimes hard to see. It's a rare sight. Treasure it. Wildlife here is teetering on the brink of extinction. We all are. The meat-eater again. Nothing seems to satiate his hunger. But note, he's done for unless you intervene. The circle of life continues as nature takes its course. Hunter and prey, life and death. Who could stand against that? Bang, bang. Your key energy isn't up for that. Ready to take on the world. It's getting lighter out. Ah, see that e-waste? Always handy. Metal scrap. Great for making tough things. Stay away from that biohazard. You'll want to wash yourself off for a month. Mercadorpus Outpost, a Jagni tribe stronghold, getting wetter by the minute. Let's see. Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain. Freedom is not worth having in a world that's doomed. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lob. That hit the spot, wrecked it. That twirly wheel works that drain pipe. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Everything's clocking together. A key for every lock. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long enough to see it. Says the tribe's been hard on them. Wants revenge on those who caged them, but trust you'll take care of it. A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it, then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though. Kaboom! You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
Get out.
Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of carrying the tribe's weapon. Figures the honor belongs to the tribe, too. He knows things that you need to know. Seems surprised you have to go. Good to be able to get stuff done while the world is awake.